Well, welcome back. I said WWE Weekley is dead, or WWF Weekley isn't dead. I was able to get this settled quite quickly and nicely. There's a lot of people still to be released. This is the Royals from WWF Raw being held by World Wrestling Federation. It's being held in front of 12,764 people at the Memorial Stadium. I might have to blow my nose at some point during this episode. I'm sorry if I do. But, hey, that's the joys of having a cold in Britain. In a future battle of Pro Wrestling Little Heat Nation of Domination, Farouk, Kama Masfat, and D'Lo Brown defeated Mark Henry, Ahmed Johnson, and a Gideon 1501. D'Lo Brown defeated Aquila by pin of the low down. Aquila 39, Ahmed Johnson 62, Mark Henry 14, D'Lo 49, Kama Masfat 54, and Farouk 64. Ahmed Johnson in technical performance 56C-. I'm not this far into 1997. I am watching the Attitude Era at the moment. I'm only just after WrestleMania. I'm at the Spring Stampede. And I'm going to do something very nice for you. I'm just going to turn my... And then I'm going to put my mic back on. I was just blowing my nose. Because it felt blocked, but it wasn't. In the future, I had some Pro Wrestling Little Heat. Scott Taylor to beat Goldust in 8:21 by pin of the pile driver. Full interference from Vader. Scott Taylor 25, Vader 63. Scott Taylor in performance 42D. In a pool match, Chains defeated Mark Marrero and Drake 12 by pin of the Primetime Slam. Mark Marrero 50, Chains 50, Chains in technical performance 53C-. There's going to be a lot of people released after this show. In a terrible pre-show match, Brooklyn Brawler defeated Bart Gunn in 8:26 by pinfall. Bart Gunn 45, Brooklyn Brawler 34. Brooklyn in performance 43D. 88B to open up tonight, and Steve comes out and he goes, "Let me tell you something. This entire screw job is messed up." So it's literally are in December. That's why I picked it. And it's just after Montreal screw job. So Bret Hart's gone to WCW. He's screwed over by Vince. So that's, this is the start of the Vince and Stone Cold. And that's why I thought I'd start here, because it's going to be more interesting for us. And I like doing my historical mods more than my modern day mod. But as being as I'm doing the Impact Wrestling modern day, I thought I can get away with it. And I'm doing it while I'm really ill. So, I needed something to do. Steve comes out and he goes, "Let me tell you something. This entire screw job is messed up. And we have lost a superstar in Bret Hart to the enemy. I stand here for the right. Stand here for what is right. And Vince can kiss my ass. I want my shot in 4 weeks live on pay-per-view. I want to kick Shawn Michaels' ass. I want the WWF Championship, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so." And then Vince comes out and he goes, "Steve Austin, you're never getting a shot. It won't happen on my watch. It's never going to happen." So Steve Austin just basically grabs him and hits a stunner. But The Rock and Shawn run out. And Ken Gunn comes out to help save Steve Austin. And then, Vince looks really pissed. But he goes, "Fine. If you pin Shawn in the main event, you can get the shot in 4 weeks." And then Steve goes, "In tonight's main event, I'm going to pin Shawn Michaels." And Austin 316 says he just whipped the boss's ass. And he leaves with Ken behind him. 88B plus, can't complain with that for an opening angle. 12,764 people at the Memorial Stadium tonight. In a terrible match, Truth Commission defeated the Headbangers in 8 and 9 when Kruger defeated Thrash by pin of the claw. Mosh 50, Thrash 53, Raccoon 32, Kruger 29. Thrash in performance of 48D plus. That was a shit match. In a decent match, Bob Holly defeated Triple H in 7:37 by pin of the flying leg drop. Bob Holly is now your European champion. I wanted to get the title off Triple H for future plans for him after China's not suited to a gimmick. The first person, and it's China. Well, China, I'll sort you out shortly, thank you. Bob Holly 41, Triple H 73, H in performance 59C plus. 64C and LA Michael Cole. And then what's it about? He goes, "The Legion of Doom is coming after the tag team gold. If the New Age Outlaws think they're going to get their asses kicked in 2 weeks, and the New Age Outlaws are going to get their asses kicked in 2 weeks at In Your House DX. You can tell I'm high on drugs because I'm not making sense." And then Hulk goes, "Oh, what a wish." 64C, can't complain. In a bad Pro Wrestling Little Heat, the Sultan defeated Taku Mishikuni in 7:52 by pin on the Big Splash. Both Taku Mishikuni 45, the Sultan 48. No work improvement. The Sultan's not suited to his gimmick. Well, both of these guys are going to probably be gone after this week anyway, so I ain't going to bother. 77B in the back, and Vince goes, "Look, I know you're upset, but look, you two can win this match." Shawn goes, If we don't, that means in House Union, I've got to face Steve Austin. Look, I've got 2 friends to help, and The Rock goes, I've got Nation Domination behind me. Well, Steve will not ping you. So Vince McMahon was superb, Shawn was superb, and The Rock worked well as well. 77B, can't complain. 47D in a terrible match, the Disciples Apollos defeated Los Broncos in 804 when 8-Ball defeated Michael Piaz Jr. by pinfall of Power Slam. Michael Piaz Jr. 30, Sawyer Vega 53, Skull 36, 8-Ball 44. I'm going to get rid of the vocal crowd after this episode. Skull informs, Sawyer Vega informs Michael Piaz in Rumble. 47D. Vader, Goldust. You have picked a fight with someone you can't beat, the man they call Vader. It's going to be your downfall in 4 weeks in your house, DX. Oh, it's time. It's Vader time. You want to fake an injury and then tap me with a chair? I'm going to end you. Vader's not suited his gimmick, and the Goldust with Lana versus Vader. Goldust with Lana versus Vader storylines on Segment Gate Heat. So these are the storylines that was already set up when I came into the game. So I'm going to keep them going until after Royal Rumble. I'm going to sort all the pay-per-views out and stuff so everything happens like how I like it to happen. Sorry if you heard that one, but I thought I'd prove a point, and I'm not going to turn the mic down every time because that makes no sense. 73B minus from Vader. But yeah, I'm just going to keep the storylines going. What will happen? In a bad surprise, no heat. Flash Funk defeated Brian Christopher in 801 by pin with the tumbleweed. Flash Funk 44, Brian Christopher 47. Flash Funk's not suited to his gimmick while he's going anyway, 50D plus, so is Brian Christopher, to be honest. In a bad decent wrestling on cheat, Legion of Doom defeat the Goodwins in 833, and then will defeat Henry Goodwin by pin for the top rope power slam. Henry Goodwin 45, Phoenix Goodwin 45, Animal 71, Hawk 77, Animal in Technical Performance, 66C plus. And then what happened to the attack? Animal not were meant to be attacked by the New Age Outlaws. Great, have I got this mixed up? So Steve and Ken are backstage, and Steve goes, look, Ken, we need to win this match tonight. I need that title shot to win. And goes, no matter who they've got up there, Steve, I'm going to help you to make sure you pin Shawn tonight. 73B minus. Don't know when this happened to that. In about good heat and decent wrestling, Kane defeated Vader in 737 by pin of the choke slam after stretching from Luna Vonk. Vader 70, Kane 70. Vader's not suited to give it. Vader's held back by the chaotic nature of this match. Paul Bader, good work on him. Kane and Paul, pretty good chemistry. Kane in performance, 65C. In a bad, decent wrestling, but did not cheat the new Blackjacks to New Age Outlaws in 751 by pinfall when Billy Gunn's can out fighting Rimmer inside. During the match, we also had Walk when he attacked Road Dogg. Blackjack 50, Bradshaw 54, Road Dogg 54, Billy Gunn 66, Billy Gunn in performance, 65C. In a good match, The Undertaker defeated Jeff Jarrett in 740 by pin of the choke slam. Jeff Jarrett 64, Undertaker 89, Jeff Jarrett in performance, 76B minus. After the match, Undertaker celebrates victory and Kane comes out with Paul Bearer and attacks him. So there we go, that's what's happening there. I'll do that angle. And then the Legion of Doom celebrating their victory was meant to happen early in the night, and the New Age Outlaws come out and beat them up. That was meant to happen after that match. And then Austin, Ken Shamrock versus The Rock and HBK is your main event tonight. In a good match, Ken Shamrock and Steve Austin defeat Shawn Michaels and The Rock in 2009 when Steve Austin defeats Shawn Michaels by pinfall, following botched interference by Road Dogg. The Rock struggled to keep Austin in front. Steve Austin 88, Ken Shamrock 80, The Rock 58, Shawn Michaels 80, Ken Shamrock in technical, Shawn Michaels trying to not suit to a gimmick as per usual. But yeah, so we now know that in your house, which is In Your House DX, you've seen me mention that. It'll be Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin. And then I'm also going to do The Rock versus Ken Shamrock live on pay-per-view as well. So Ken Shamrock versus The Rock will be live at that event as well. That will be for the Intercontinental title, which I do believe is the one he's holding. 76B minus. And then after the show, in a decent post match, Owen Hart defeated Steve Blackman for 42-38. Owen Hart 80, Steve Blackman 53. No work improvements for 57C minus. That's where we're going to end. Raw 75B minus. The show increased popularity in 12 regions, but lost its popularity all over America. My friends, I'll see you guys again next week for another edition of WWF Monday Night Raw is Raw.